Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create a coronavirus tracker using Python and a package called Beautiful Soup. So let's head over to Replit and we're going to create a new Python script. And we're going to rename it to coronavirus tracker. Then we're going to go to the packages and we're going to search for BS4. And we're just going to install this and wait for it to download. Once it's finished downloading, we just import it by saying from BS4 import beautiful soup. And then we're also going to use another package called requests, and we're going to get this like certain class from that package. And to that we're just going to type from requests import get. And those are the two packages we're going to be using in this tutorial. For this tutorial, we're going to be using this website called worldometers.info, and this is where we're going to be getting our coronavirus information from. I'll leave the URL in the description, but we're going to copy this, and we're going to create a new variable called tracker underscore page, and set that equal to a new string, and then paste that URL. Then we're going to create another variable called response, and set that equal to get, two parentheses, and then tracker underscore page. And the last thing we want to do is create one more variable called soup, and we're going to set that equal to beautiful soup, two parentheses, and then response dot text, and then an empty string and HTML dot parser. So what this code does is it gets the HTML code from this website, and then we're just going to get like certain snippets of the HTML code, and we're just going to print that onto our console. Now that our Python program has the HTML code of the website that we're going to be using for data, we can start actually scraping the website. So what you want to do is you want to highlight coronavirus cases, and then we're going to go into inspect element. And then as you can see here that this data is under a div, and then that class is main counter dash number, and this is what we need to put into our Python program. So to do that, we're going to create a new variable called cases, and we're going to set that equal to soup dot find underscore all, and then we're going to do two quotation marks and then type div, and then comma, and class underscore, and then we're going to set that equal to main, or whatever was here, main counter dash number, main counter dash number. So what this line of code does is it looks through the HTML code of this entire website, and it's going to be looking for div elements. And if you don't know what div is, it's basically an HTML element, and it's just a container. And it's going to look for div elements, and it has to specifically have the main counter dash number class. And what's going to result in is it's going to find this number right here of coronavirus cases. It's also going to find the number of deaths. You can check that by inspecting this number. And it's going to be a div with the class of main counter dash number. And you can also inspect recovered, and the Python program will find that. And to get that, we're just going to type confirmed underscore cases is equal to cases dot text, and then we're going to put this in a str or string function, and then we're just going to add another function to this and type dot strip and two parentheses. And we can also do this to find the number of deaths and recovered. So we're just going to copy and paste this 2 times, and we're just going to type deaths and recovered. And since it's going to find multiple instances of this main counter-number div element, it's like in a list, and to get the coronavirus cases, it's gonna be like the first item on the list, and to get the first item on a list in Python, you just do 2 square brackets and then you do 0, because lists in Python or most programming languages, they start with 0, and to get the second element, which is deaths right here, you just do 2 square brackets and 1, and then same thing for recovered, and it's 2. And then what this dot strip function does, it just like gets rid of any extra spaces the div element gives the data. To test if our code works, we can just print them to our console, and to do that we can just type print, and then to give these numbers context, we're just gonna combine them with a string. So for the first print statement, we can just say confirmed cases colon space and then plus and then str string and confirmed underscore cases, and then we could just copy this, and then instead of confirmed cases we can say deaths, and then replace confirmed cases with deaths, and then we can do the same thing for recovered and replace with the recovered, and then we just hit run. And it's going to get the information from this website, and it's going to return with the number of confirmed cases and the deaths and the recovered. The last thing we want to add to our Python program is comments, because comments are always best practice to add. So to add comments, we just use a hashtag symbol, and then we're just going to separate our code into sections. So for our code, there's 2 main sections. This section is like importing the packages and then setting them up. And then this section is just getting the data from the website. So we can just say package installation and setup. And for this one, we can say retrieving data from the website. And we're done. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and you learned something from it, please make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn notifications on for my future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.